So I thought I'd start off by giving you a kind of program overview and some kind of program notes that you can what you can expect over the coming 4 weeks, and what the sessions kind of look like. Because the sessions themselves, I'm sure there's some like little gaps that might need filling in. So hopefully this is going to fill those in for you. So even though this is a low intensity general block, each of the workouts should be started with a proper warm up. Now, a proper warm up that you might be used to might be different to what someone else is used to. So I will provide some general guidelines, but feel free at this point to kind of use your own ideas of warm up. Things that I like to follow for a warm up are a general ramp principle: raise, activate, mobilize, potentiate. So, what does that look like? You can start off your workout by doing some jump rope and skipping, or some assault bike, or rowing, or ski erg, or any kind of low level aerobic activity that's going to raise your heart rate, basically. From then, I would ideally then go into some full body dynamic mobility drills, because generally speaking, all the sessions are full body anyway, so I would be looking at a full body warm up. And that will look different for everyone else. Depending on the session, I'd then want to go and activate certain areas. It might be my glutes for a certain session, it might be my upper back, or it might be my anterior core. But again, that's going to depend on the session and depend on where your weak links lie as well. Again, after this, I will provide a general guideline of a warm-up to give you guys everything that you need to do. So once you're warmed up, you're then going to go into your sessions, and the sessions are laid out as is. In some subsequent videos after this, I will talk to you about how to interpret the whole of phase 1, as well as how to interpret the whole of phase 2. So I won't go into the nitty-gritties of that here, but I will talk about the general flow of the day. So in between each of your, what we'll come on to, strength circuits, I would highly recommend the use of exercise fillers. Now, this could be in whatever holes you need to plug. This is the perfect time to do it. So if you know that you're a little bit tight and you need to work on some mobility, this is the perfect time to do something like a yoga flow or just general mobility drills. If you know that your grip strength is a limiting factor in your sport, then this is time to work on it. Likewise for neck strengthening and things like that. So anything that's non-conducive to the session, you can use as exercise fillers for 5 to 7 minutes in between each of the strength circuits. And that is going to give you the biggest bang for your buck for your entire session. Now, lastly, all of the movements provided, they're all relatively simple and they're all quite general. And they're probably quite common. You may have come across most of them, but maybe not some of them. As they're simple, some of the more complex ones, if you're not completely content with how your form is, or you don't feel that you're quite competent, you can either reach out to myself for some further coaching, or should you need to change the exercise for you don't have a certain piece of kit, or you don't have access to something, or you're still quite not sure, you can substitute it out, and that will be done basically based off of a bit of common sense. But feel free to ask me on any of this, and I will talk about how to interpret the entirety of phase 1 in the next video, so I will see you there.